If you often feel disrespected or invisible to your family, then these are the things you're going to want to do. And no, you don't need to shout louder or try harder or make a big fuss in order to finally get their attention and get their respect. And you don't have to keep tolerating the way that they're currently treating you. One of my students came to me in this exact struggle, and these are the 3 key things we focused on to help her break free. And ultimately, at the end of it, she had created really healthy new dynamics with her family. New boundaries were set. She was finally feeling seen and heard, and her voice was respected. And ultimately, her family could start to create a more harmonious environment with all of them. The first thing we did was focus on her subconscious and looking at the programming she had since she was a little kid, the fears and doubts, the insecurities, the feeling like this is who I am, and the unworthiness of receiving anything better. Because as long as she continued to have that narrative playing out up here, then she was going to continue to accept it even though she hated it. Second, with the new clean slate, we programmed in new beliefs and healthy habits and built up her confidence. So we did this using things like mirror work and inner child work and deeply connecting to the version of her she wanted to be so that she could start to feel more empowered and start practicing speaking up for herself, setting the boundaries, and doing all the things that she desired moving forward. And third, we connected to her higher self, which ultimately allowed her to feel more empowered in who she truly is so that she could be authentic. Even though she had been a certain way for all those years, she realized that her small self was just the identity that had been created, and her true self actually had healthy boundaries and a sense of self-respect and deep self-love. By beginning to operate from her higher self and from a place of worthiness, she handled her family dynamics in a totally new way, and she taught her family, her siblings, her parents, who also had really unhealthy dynamics beforehand. She taught them how to treat her and how things could work moving forward in a way that was more reciprocal. A lot of people just settle for what is their current normal, when in reality, it's all just part of the programming that everyone has. So if someone is treating you a certain way, that's because in their upbringing, their experiences, their beliefs, they think that this is normal. They think that this is how you treat someone, and they might not have the level of awareness to realize that that's not actually okay and it doesn't feel good to you. So when you level up and you step into your power, you can then teach them a way of mutual respect. And ultimately, it's a win-win, and it's the most beautiful feeling you will ever have.